Hello everyone, good noon. So it's 12 noon sharp. So I think we've already shared the direct link for the Menti quiz in the chat. So I'm just answering this because there are too many chats coming in for this. So guys, just have a little bit of patience. So let me just quickly set the context here, and we'll just start in a couple of minutes. Okay. So some of the participants are still joining in, so we'll just give them a couple of minutes and then we'll be starting. So meanwhile, let me just welcome you all. My name is Gayatri, as you can probably see from my virtual background anyhow. I am the founder of Logicology. My partner Karthik would also be joining. Okay, I get a message here that I'm not audible. I think, I can see that, I'm not on mute. So can someone just, do a thumbs up if you can hear me? Yeah, okay, thanks. So I just got this message that I am audible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so someone who's not able to hear, I don't know. I mean, if I'm speaking, it's not going to help them. So just give me 1 second. I'll drop a message. I'm so sorry, technical issues can be there. So teething troubles for the first couple of minutes. So just give me a minute. We'll just get this sorted out and we'll just begin in a minute. Okay, yeah. So as I was saying, so my name is Gayatri, and for your reference, I've just put it in my virtual background as well. So at Logicology, what we try to do is we want to help people do well in competitive exams, and this speed maths workshop is just one way to help you do that. Okay, so my partner Karthik would be starting with the session in just a bit, but as you would have probably seen from the Menti instructions yesterday. So what we are going to do today is we would be starting with a Menti. Okay, so I'll just hand it over to Karthik. He'll take you through the Menti round quickly, and once that is done, we'll come back to the presentation and we'll just have some Q&A at the end of it as well. Okay, so I think we don't really need a lot more instruction, not a lot more context on this. You all have registered, so we know about the calculation speed, how it matters. Okay, so with that, let me just hand it over to Karthik.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Karthik and I am going to take you through the next few minutes. Let me just quickly show the presentation that we have created for today. And if any one of you could just do a thumbs up to see whether you can see the speed maths workshop trailer. So today we are going to have a webinar for 1 hour. We are going to tell you how speed maths can improve your capabilities, and if there are some of you who want to join our longer term 15 session workshop, then you can join. So I am today going to do two things. So one is to demonstrate how to improve your calculation speed and how you can so some of you would maturity will really help everyone. If you stop doing these annotations, it will help me focus on doing all these things with full focus and help everyone else. There are so many other ways of deriving pleasures by poking fun at someone else. You can go on Facebook and do a lot of other things, but if everyone else here is there to improve your speed maths. So okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to talk to you about how you can improve your calculation speed. I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks. We will cover some of these things, but before that, we just want to show you with a video that we have created.
Most competitive exams,
take a look at it.
Generally, there are 50 questions to be solved in 60 minutes.
Each question roughly takes about 4 calculations. That makes it around 200 calculations in a single hour. If it takes you 30 seconds to make one calculation, you will solve 30 questions with 80% accuracy. Your score will be 22.5. Slight improvement in your calculation speed, taking 24 seconds for a calculation, means you attempt 37 questions. Even with a slight dip in accuracy, your score is higher. At 15 seconds per calculation, you can solve all 50 questions, and even with just 70% accuracy, and voila! Your score skyrockets. So faster you calculate, better results you get. And we all know that a small difference in marks means a great difference in ranking. That's why faster calculations are important. To learn how to speed up your maths, join our Speed Maths workshop. Click on the link below to register for a free demo session.
Okay. Hello. Okay, everyone. So that was the video. So I will just explain it to you what we meant in the video. Just, we'll spend 2 minutes to show you how exactly this will happen. And by the way, today's session is going to be in English. So don't worry, हम थोड़ा सा हिंदी में भी बात करेंगे. आपको कोई भी भाषा की वजह से प्रॉब्लम नहीं होनी चाहिए. तो कोई भी एक आप, if you take any competitive exam, there are like 50 questions that you have to solve in an hour perhaps. And each question has around 4 calculations that you have to make. So you have to make, let's say, 200 calculations. Now, if you take 30 seconds, half a minute, अगर आपको आधा मिनट लगता है कैलकुलेशन करने के लिए, तो आप सिर्फ 100 calculations, 120 calculations कर पाएंगे. 120 calculations का मतलब है आपको you need 4 calculations for one problem, so you will be able to solve 30 problems. Now, if you are solving 30 problems with 80% accuracy, that gives you 24 correct and 6 incorrect. So 24 into 1 plus 6 into minus 0.25. I think every one of you knows all this, so your score will be 22.5. Now, what happens if you take, instead of 30 seconds to make a calculation, 24 seconds? We do the calculations again, and as you saw in the video, your score improves to 24.5. But the real thing lies if you can do a calculation in 15 seconds. So that means 4 calculation in 1 minute. Then you will be able to solve all the 50 questions. And even if your accuracy is just 70%, तो आपका 70% ही सही होता है, तो you will get 35 correct and 15 wrong. So your score will be 30 plus. Okay, I can actually tell you the exact score will be 31.25, which is amazing difference. आपको पता है कि competitive exams are really tough because there are thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people. Now, अगर आपका rank 2000 से भी नीचे गिरता है, if your rank goes down by even 2000 ranks, you lose out. So that is how important all these speed calculations are. Now, unfortunately, a lot of us do not realize it until we appear for an exam and we lose one of our attempts. So a lot of you might be trying to do this exam for the second time. Break लेके बहुत सारे लोग करते हैं, and that is when these problems are there. So what we wanted to do, हम लोग बहुत we are speaking a lot. Why don't we give you a real demonstration? Now, how many people do we have here? I think we have around 160 participants. Okay? So let's take a test on menti.com. Let's quickly go to menti.com and take a test and see how many of you can come in top 20. Let's say top 20. 20 लोग ही आ पाएंगे. But how well prepared are you and how fast are you? Now, remember, this test is going to be slightly tricky. So I'm going to just take you over to Menti.
Most competitive.
So before you go to Menti, I just want you to think about this. Why are we qualified? Every time people say there are hundreds of thousands of people, even in today's workshop, we know there are people who teach abacus and some other teachers. So welcome, sir. We are happy that you are doing this, but we just wanted to tell you that what qualifies us. So Gayatri, who is my co-founder, she was first amongst girls in the region in CAT 2008. She had a 99.56 percentile in CAT. I had a 99.5 percentile in quants in CAT. So we are, well qualified to teach you what we are doing. So we practice what we preach, and I'm going to demonstrate to you how fast we can calculate. But please remember, this is not a magic show where we want to show, hey guys, we are so good. We want to help you. If it does not help you, it will be like a magic show wherein, you see someone else and you clap, but we want people to clap for you. So without much ado, let's go to the session details. So we are going to spend 15 minutes in introduction. Introduction is done. We'll go to the pre-test, which will be on Menti. Then the next 35 to 40 minutes, I'm going to tell you some of these hacks that we promised to you on the WhatsApp groups and all. So we will tell you how can you instantly calculate percentages, probability analysis, how can you eliminate options just by looking at options and knowing some maths properties. We will also tell you how you can find the cube of any number just by looking at it. But you have to be careful that you need to be sure that it is a cube of a perfect cube. And we'll also tell you how you can use logic instead of mathematics. And do not worry, we are going to show you some square root hack, and there are certain worksheets that we are going to give away to you. So even if you do not join our full 15-day workshop, there is something for you. So all we want from you is full focused attention for the next 50 odd minutes. And we want you to benefit from this workshop. It should not be a waste of time for each and every one of you, or any one of you perhaps. So let's begin. Let's go to Menti. So yesterday only we sent out, हमने कल ही आपको WhatsApp group में एक वीडियो भेजा था. I'm going to speak in English as well as Hindi. I know there are certain people who do not understand Hindi, but बहुत सारे लोग हैं जिनको अंग्रेजी में थोड़ी सी दिक्कत है. तो भाषा किसी के लिए बैरियर नहीं होनी चाहिए. गणित की भाषा आपको आनी चाहिए. Maths, we want to speak the language of maths. So please quickly go to www.menti.com. If you have not seen the video, we would strongly recommend, now you don't do, just go to menti.com. Type this 9370256 and you will see a Menti screen. Let me show you my screen perhaps if possible. Guys, I can see some chats there, but honestly we will not be able to help you out because if we focus on answering the chats, the time will be wasted. So we wanted everyone to be fairly ready. So this is menti.com 9370256. Once you submit, you will see a screen which says speed maths assessment test on Mentimeter, something with a pink kind of thing. So you can send us love by hitting this so we know that you are there. Okay, it's a very simple thing. We do a lot of work with kids of class 2, 3, 4, 5 and even those who are able to join. So it is very, very simple. काफी सरल है. आपको बस menti.com पे जाना है, आपके Google Chrome browser पे या Safari या जो भी आपका browser है, और उसमें जाके आपको ये कोड लगा के आपको ज्वाइन करना है. ठीक है. So if you are on Menti, let's quickly begin the Menti. Guys, we are sorry, this is not a technical workshop, तो आपको technical issue solve नहीं कर पाएंगे. So we want you to be there. I see 100 plus people on Menti. So all the best. This is a speed assessment test, guys. There are this test is slightly tougher, but we want to give you a real life experience of how a competitive exam works like. If you are really preparing for a competitive exam with full sincerity, you should focus on coming in top 10 or top 20. तो आपको पता चलेगा कि कितना difficult है. Every question has around 20 seconds to answer. We don't expect everyone to answer all the questions, but do as well as you can. None of me and Gayatri is participating. Let's begin quickly. All the best, guys. Answer fast to get more points. So faster answers get you more points. What is 22 plus 96? Very easy for every one of you, but we just want to see how are. So not everyone is razor sharp, not everyone is so fast, but 20 seconds you should be able to find it. And I'm going to tell you a trick for doing this today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time's up. Okay, 97 of you answered and so many different answers, so many typos as well. The correct answer is 118. The trick for doing it is very simple. 96 plus 4 is 100. So you want to add 96 plus 22, go to 122, 90, and you have given 4 extra and then subtract those 24 from the 122, 118. No need to do pen and paper. You can do it mentally. Go ahead to the next one. Quickly, yes. Question 2 of 12. Answer fast to get more points. Okay, 1 1000 minus 213. You can do it using pen paper, do it mentally. There are certain Vedic maths tricks that help you do this, but this is very simple, so we just want to see. Okay, 20 seconds and around 50, 60 people have answered in less than 15 seconds. That is amazing speed, that is amazing competition. You will see, time is up. The correct answer we were looking for was 7, 787, and that's what. Go to the next one quickly. Okay. Question 3 of 12. Answer fast to get more points. 19 into 17. How do you calculate 19 into 17? There are options now. Okay, some of you. So the best way is to remember tables, but there are certain other tips and tricks as well. I'm going to tell you quickly how you can do it faster. But okay, time is up. The correct answer 323. Now remember, 19 into 17 is 18 plus 1, 18 minus 1. A plus B, A minus B. So 18 square minus 1 square. So 18 square is 324. You should remember that. If you don't remember, we'll tell you what you should do. But 323. So 64 of you got it right. 104 of you, attempted this question. Let's go to the next one. Question number 4 of 12. Answer fast to get more points. What is 15 plus 16 plus 17 plus 18 plus 19? You have 20 seconds to answer that. That's a nice series. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20 seconds for you to answer. देखिए इसका कितना होता है आपका एडिशन 15 अधिक 16 अधिक 17 अधिक 18 अधिक 19 कितना होता है. अगर आप एक एक वर्ड टर्म को ऐड करते रहेंगे तो गलत है. इसका सिंपल फंडा है, आप देखिए सब जब एक ही लाइन से 5 नंबर्स आते हैं, 5 consecutive numbers come, so the sum is going to be 5 times the middle one. So 15 can be 17 minus 2, 19 is 17 plus 2, so minus 2 plus 2 cancel out, 16 is 17 minus 1, 18 is 17 plus 1, so you are actually adding 17 into 5. So the answer is 85. Quickly you could do it in a second, but let's see. Let's go to the next one. Question 5 of 12 coming on your screens. Answer fast. 80% of 3500. Now this is tricky. You have to make such calculations. Both bar in most of the questions that you will see. How fast can you do it? How fast? Can you do it in 5 seconds? Can you do it in 15 seconds? Can you do it in 20 seconds? I think if you can do it in sub 10 seconds, that should suffice. Any extra speed does not help you. But let's see कैसे हो रहा है. 107 लोगों ने इसका आंसर दिया है और 75 लोगों का आंसर सही है, यानी 80% से कम लोगों का आंसर सही है. करेक्ट आंसर देयर इज 2800. आई विल टेल यू 80%. आई एम गोइंग टू कवर दैट. मैं आपको कवर करके भी बताऊंगा. 80% इज 4/5. तो आप किसी चीज के 5 हिस्से करोगे, उसमें से 4 हिस्से आप लोगे तो 80% आएगा. तो 3500 के 5 हिस्से डिवाइड 3500 by 5, you get 700, and 700 into 4 is 2800. That is how you have to calculate. No need to do 8/10 into 35. Okay, so that is, we will come to that trick. Go to the next one quickly. I hope you guys are enjoying. I'm enjoying this. Okay, this is amazing to see so many people trying out to calculate fast, something we have done throughout our lives. Okay, half of 6848. Half of 6848. And I'm going to tell you a trick that will astound you. आपको काफी आश्चर्यजनक चीज मैं बताऊंगा कि आप इसको कैसे फास्ट कर सकते हैं. 6848. आपको बस इसमें पैटर्न अगर एक समझ में आया तो आपका आंसर बहुत ही सरल हो जाएगा. आधा कितना है 6848 का. ओके, सो मेनी आंसर्स. ओके, 121 लोगों ने इसका जवाब दिया और इसमें से सिर्फ 110, काफी 90% लोगों ने इसका जवाब सही दिया. सो आई टेल यू द ट्रिक. अगर कोई नंबर है जिसमें सारे डिजिट्स इवन है, सारे इवन डिजिट्स है, उसका हाफ है, आपको बस हर एक इंडिविजुअल नंबर का हाफ करना है. So 6848, every digit is even. So half of 6 is 3, half of 8 is 4, half of 2 is 4 is 2, half of 8 is 4. So सीधा लिखना है 3 4 2 4. अगर आपको ये पता नहीं था तो don't worry, we have hundreds of such tricks. And आप सोचिए कि आप इतने साल मैथ्स कर रहे हो और आपको ये नहीं पता था, तो don't worry, we are there to help out. Let's go to the next one. अभी we'll take a look at the leaderboard. Okay, the leaderboard says Nishant. I think Nishant is leading Then there is Supriya, Sri Lakshmi, Sweta, Thomas, Soumya Sangeetam, Satya, Simran Oberoi, Ayush Bansal, Swagnik Ghosh, and some. This is the top 10. Now, in 10 में से एक भी आदमी का एक भी गलत नहीं हुआ. Okay, so I think they got almost everything right. So let's go to the next 6 questions and we will stop there. Now, हम लोग ये चीज इसलिए कर रहे हैं बिकॉज आपको बहुत सारे लोगों को पता ही नहीं चलता कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम में फर्क क्या पड़ता है. नाउ यू विल सी हाउ फास्ट यू हैव टू. व्हाट इज स्क्वायर ऑफ 46? एंड डोंट वरी, आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू अ हैक हाउ कैन यू डू इट वेरी फास्ट, faster than the calculator also, if you really master the trick. Because what it will take you to type 5-6 keys, उससे fast आपका आंसर आ जाएगा. The correct answer there 2116. Only 75 people answered. The correct answer is 2116 and 37. Half of the people got it right. So देखिए, there is definitely value आपके लिए. I am happy that we will be able to tell you something. Let's go to the next one quickly. Question 8 of 12 coming on your screens. Answer fast to get more points. 53 into 11. Again, there is a trick that can be done. 53 into 11. Now there are multiple tricks. You say, okay, 53 into 11. And it is amazing that when you do these kinds of Menti questions, there are so many teachers who teach speed maths and all, and you know, it would be interesting to see how well are they doing. Are they in top 10? अगर आप किसी को कुछ चीज पढ़ा रहे हो तो आपको भी उतना अच्छा आना चाहिए, at least काफी अच्छा आना चाहिए. So let's see how many of you are getting this right. Okay, a lot of you, 127 people answered it and 112 got it right. So I think a lot of people know how to do this. That is good. But how fast are you? That's what matters. Let's go to the next one. Answer fast to get more points. 42 into 101. How do you do it? Very simple. In a second, you should be able to answer. 1 second. Nobody has answered so far. Nobody. Okay, 5 seconds it took for people to answer. Okay. Okay, the correct answer 4242. Now, if you multiply any 2-digit number by 101, you just have to write that number in front of it again. Okay? So if the number is, instead of 42, if it is 64, it will be 6464. Okay? So the number will be 6464. If it is 72, it will be 7272. This is very simple trick. You don't need to spend your mental energies. Let's go to the last one and see how many of you are getting it right. Question. So there are 3 more. Sorry. Question 10 of 12 coming on your screens now. And I see 170 participants on Zoom right now, which is amazing number. What is square root of 5329? Now there is a hack. You can quickly look at it and solve it just by looking at it. It has got something to do with where does 53 lie between 49 and 64. It is closer to 49 and the last digit is 9. So the answer is going to be 73. 58 of you got it right. Okay, 113 people answered and half of them got it wrong under time pressure. That is how time pressure affects you. So you can be doing everything right throughout the year. You don't do it right. What is the cube root of 10648? And I'm going to tell you how to solve some of these things. Okay. So let us quickly take a look at cube root. And guys, please don't ask us what will I get if I come in top 10 in Menti. This is a free workshop. There is nothing for free in this world. You have to work hard for everything. If you are doing competitive exams and expect something for free, then you know you are cheating yourselves. Only 25% people got it right. So the correct answer is 22. Okay, so I think there is a lot interesting that we can tell you guys. So okay, let's quickly move back from Menti. Let's see the leaderboard and then move back from Menti to the, yes. So there's one more question, sorry. So number of fish in pond triples every 3 months. 12 months back, the number of fish was 175. What is the current number of fish? So you have to look at this and tell the answers. A lot of you are calculating, which is something you should not. You should not be calculating. So that we are also going to cover this. Okay. So I think time's up. Okay. Only 13 of you got it right. The correct answer is none of these. Now, if the number of fish was 175. It triples. So 5 into 3. Any odd number multiplied by 5 will always end in 5. None of the options ended in 5. So answer was none of these. No need to calculate. This is how you logically apply your mathematical learnings and solve it. So that's when you feel, अरे इसने तो cheating किया होगा इतने जल्दी. So that's how. Let's quickly go to the leaderboard. Okay, Nishant was leading, but now I think Ammu A has done better than everyone. Does he or she go up? Yes. Ammu A is number 1 with 8120. Swagnik Ghosh. Nishant is 3rd. Tamogna is 4th. Siddhi 5th. Simran Obrai 6th. Satya 7th. Ayush Bansal 8th. Sri Lakshmi Sweta 9th. And Sunil Maharana is in 10th position. Okay. And they did not get hardly, they got only 1 or 2 answers wrong, perhaps maximum 1 or 2. So that is how intense the competition is. Anyway, let's go, let's end the Menti and come back quickly to Zoom. So don't worry if you do poorly. This is not a real competitive exam. Be honest, you tried your best. You see where do you stand in hundreds of participants. If your rank is beyond 100, you definitely need some help. If you want to join our workshop. We are happy to help. Let's go quickly and do square hacks. Okay, so how can you find any square around 50 in just 3 steps? Just 3 simple steps. Let's try 47, and I'm going to show you one hack which is actually telling you how exactly you can. Sorry, I'm using 2 screens, so that's why I will have to just give me a moment to improve the line size. Okay. So you have 47. So you know that square of 50 is 2500. So you should just focus on 25. Now if you want to find the square of 47, how far is 47 away from 50? Minus 3. So 47 is 3 less than 50. 47 50 से 3 छोटा है तो आप 25 लेना है, 25 से चालू करना है. You have to subtract 3 from 25 and you get 22. And ये 3 का we have to just square this 3. Square of 3 is 9. We will write 09. That is your answer. You can do it in a calculator and you will find it. 47 into 47 is 2209. I will show you another one. Let's do 41. Same way. 41. We start with 25. How far is 41 from 50? 50 से कितना छोटा है? 41 9 छोटा है. Subtract 9. This gives you 16. 9 ka square 81. 1681. That is how easy it is to calculate squares around 50. अच्छा 50 से छोटा आपको problem है. Let's do 56. 56. Let's take a look at 56. We start with 25. 56 50 से कितना बड़ा है? How big is 56 from 50? So it is plus 6. So add 6 to this. You get 25 plus 6, 31. What is the square of 6? 36. 3136 is your answer. If you want, we can demonstrate. You know, we can quickly demonstrate any kind of things. I will show something on the screen. So this is a 3-step method. Don't worry, we are giving you a practice worksheet of how to do this. So how far is the number from 50? Minus 3. Let us call this as A. So what is 25 minus A? 22. This is the step 2 of the answer. What is square of A? 09. This is the step 3 of the answer. So answer is 2209. Let's take 56. Again, plus 06. This is A. 25 plus A, 31. 3136. Now you will ask, yaar, ye to 50 to 40 to 60. No, the same rule can be used to find squares above, below 40 as well. There is a slight change that you will have to make. So let's try out 38. So 25 we start with. 38 is 12 less than 50. So 38 minus 12 is 13, and 12 square is 144. Now here there is a problem. You see that there is 144, you have this one extra. So this one gets added to this 13. Your answer is 1444. You can do it and we can show multiple things. Okay, so we don't want to repeat a lot of things. So this is how one of the steps. Okay, so let's quickly go to the next hack. Okay, what you want to repeat with this hack or the Menti? So I'll quickly repeat in one way, so square of 56. What do you need? Let me go a little bit slow and type it out so that everyone understands. So sorry guys, we will have to go a little bit faster because we have to cover anything, but no, we don't want to miss out anything. So you start square around 56. अगर 56 का आपको square find करना है, अगर आपको वर्ग निकालना है, 56 into 56 कितना है? तो 50 के आसपास कोई भी नंबर के लिए आप चालू करेंगे 25 से. क्यों? Because 50 square is 2500. Now, how big is 56 as compared to 50? 50 से कितना दूर है 56? How far is it? It is plus 6. So you start from 50 and go to 56. You will have to go 6 places. Okay, so 56. So that is what it becomes. Add 6 to this 25. It gives you 31. 6 square is 36. Let me repeat 38 because उसमें थोड़ा सा problem लगा कुछ लोगों को. Some people have said. So 38. Now we again start with 25 square of 38. 38 square equal to what is what we are solving. How far is 38 from 50? So you have to do 50 minus 38. Now I can do it mentally very fast. We do some tips and tricks. So the answer is 12. If you don't know, you will have to practice. So 25 minus 12 is 13, and 12 ka square you have to write. This is 144. Now apne paas we have space only for 2 people, only 2. So what happens to this one extra? It gets accommodated. It gets added to this 3. So your answer is 13 plus 1 and 44. The answer is 1444. Now let's try out. Let's try out if you are doing a good job or not. Can you send the answer for this in chat? What is the square of 54? Send the answer in chat. Let us see how many of you get it fast enough. I will do it. 54. Okay, so I start with 25 and 4 is 4 more than 50. So I'll add 4. Okay, so this is 25 plus 4 is 29 and 4 square is 16. 2916. 2916. That's how you solve it. 2116 is wrong because you subtracted. Always remember, if it is greater than 50, if this is greater than 50, add. If it is lesser than 50, subtract. Let's do another one and then we'll go to the next one.
2116 will be the square for 4 less than
Yeah,
50.
2116 is square for 4 less than 50. That is 46. No, it will be 2136, not 2116. Let's start with 44. Now, 44 is 6 less than 50. So 50 minus 6 is 44. So you know 25 minus 6. You go to 19 and 6 square is 36. 1936. Now I can show these as, mathematical, magical things and all, but it won't help you. So I'll tell you what is the problem with most other classes is that they will tell you this once and then you will say, oh, wow, sir is so good, madam is so good. There are thousands of people who are so good. Okay. But unless you are good, it is not helping you. So how do we help that? We have a worksheet which we will send out to you on WhatsApp on Monday. And you can try this worksheet. You can do all the squares like this. So you don't need to remember so many squares. You just need to calculate and get it done. So I hope this was helpful. Now let's go to square root hack. Okay, let me just find my mouse here. Okay, let me go to the next. Oh, sorry. I have a problem because I did not close the annotation. That's why my mouse wasn't working. This one, let's go to square root hack. Now we know the squares of things. Now, have you ever looked at all the squares of any numbers? So one thing which I would want you to do is try writing the squares of all the numbers. So 1 to 10 likh hi sakte hai. 1 square is 1. 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9. 4 square 16. 5 square 25. 6 square 36. 7 square 49, 8 square 64, 9 square 81 and 10 square is 100. Now look at the last digit 4. So I will also write all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0. So 1, okay, 1 is there for 1, 2, 4 is there for 2, 3, 9 is there for 3. 16, 6 is there last digit. Okay, I'm just looking at the last digit. आखिरी वाला जो number है ना उसको मैं देख रहा हूँ digit को. So 6 is there for 4, 5 last digit is going to be 5, 6 again last digit is going to be 6, 7 the last digit is going to be 9, 8 the last digit is going to be 4, 9 the last digit is going to be 1 and the last digit for any number that ends in 0 is going to be 0. So you know that the last digit of any perfect square cannot be 2, 3, 7 or 8. It cannot be, it just can't be. And you also find out any number that ends with 1 or 9 will the square of the last digit, the unit digit will be 1. So let's take a look at 49. We'll use the same trick that we used. 49 is 1 less than 50. So we do 25 minus 1. So the answer is going to be 2401. Okay, so 9 square is 1. I will also tell you one more trick about any number that ends in a 5. I think this is fairly common. If you want to find the square of 35, how do you find? Just take 3 and ignore 5. Now 5 square is 25, so you write 25. What is the next number to 3? The next number to 3 is 4. So you take 3 into 4, it gives you 12. So the answer is 1225. This is very common trick. Any number that ends with a 5, 65, just take the first number, 6 into 7 gives you 42, add 25 to it, 4225. Any number, you can do it for 105 as well. So 10 ka next number is 11. So 110, 10 into 11 is 110 and 5 square is 25. So this is very common trick. I think every one of you should know. If you don't know, then please, if you have joined any tuitions, tell your teachers that they need to do a better job. This is something which is fairly common. So now, what are we telling about square root hack? So whenever you look, you have to find a square root of a perfect number. So perfect square. So let me tell you a number which is, okay, I'm doing at 16, just give me a moment. I'm going to do 3481. 3481. Now, if you want to find the square root of this number, what do you need to do? Just focus on this one. So the unit digit. So this units digit is 1. That means the square, this is square of a number that ends in either 1 or 9. Now, what you need to do is you just need to break it into two pieces, 81 and 34. Now, once you have looked at 34, find out 34 is between which two numbers, which two perfect squares. 34 के आसपास के perfect squares देखिए आप कौन से हैं. So perfect square around 34 is 25 and 36. So this is 5 square and 6 square. So focus on the lower number. So lower number is 5. So the unit digit is 5, and because 35 is closer to 36, then you have to choose 9. So the answer is 59. Answer is 59. So this is, I will tell you on the next screen how exactly you can do a square root hack. But for that, you need to remember this relationship. 1 and 9 ends in 1. Any number that, any square of any number that ends in 2 or 8 will have 4 as the last digit. Any number that has the unit digit 3 or 7 will have 9 as the last digit. You can find it out anytime. आपके पास एक calculator है, लेके बैठ जाइए and find it out. These are mathematical principles. So using these, how we can find out the square root hack. So let me quickly go to the next slide. This is how we find a square root. This is a 6-step method. अगर मैं आपको एक बुक में लिख के दूं, आप बोलोगे कि क्या है, but I'm going to explain it to you in the next 3 minutes. Okay, just 3 minutes. I'm going to explain it to you. So what do you know? Find the square root of 1521. Let me find my annotator and let me use a different color. I will use the orange color because I'm from Orange City. So once you look at 1521, and you should know that this is a perfect square. ये आपको पता होना चाहिए कि ये perfect square है. If this is not a perfect square, this method will not work. So if you give me the number 1001 and बोलो कि इसका find out करो square root, 1001 is not a perfect square. So इसके लिए this won't work. This will work only if you know that this is a perfect square. So 1521 is a perfect square, you know. So break the number into two chunks. So 15 and 21 ऐसा कर लो. Now look at the last digit 1. So if the last digit is 1, the last digit of the number can be 9 or 1. So the unit digit of the number x can be either 9 or 1. Then what do? You check the remaining digits. You look at this 15. So find out the closest perfect square which is lower than this part. So 15 is between 9 and 16. So lowest is 9, 9 ka square root is 3. So you know for a fact that 1521 ka square root, the 10th digit is going to be 3. And last digit, either it can be 1 or 9. But how do you know 1 or 9? So you just do 3 into the next number, 3 into 4. This is 12. If this is bigger than 12, then you use the bigger number. So the answer here is 39. If 15 was lesser than 12, then your answer would have been 31. That is it. That is how easy it is. Just break the number down into two pieces. Check the units digit, find out what will be the, so for 1, the units digit could be 1 or 9. Then check the remaining number, 15. Find out the lowest perfect square around it. So 9 and 9 ka square root is 3. So that gives you the units digit of the answer. And do 3 into 4, the next number 12. 12 se agar bada hai, 12 se bada hai, so you use 9, otherwise you will use 1. Let me explain it once again for the next number, 3969. So what I will do, step 1, I will break it down into 39 and 69. Now the units digit is 9. Kis cheez ka units digit? What numbers will give me 9 in the units digit? Either 3 or 7. So the units digit of this square root is either going to be 3 or 7. Now how do I find out 3 or 7? For that I will need to focus on this number. Now 39, the closest squares to this is 36 and 49. Now square root of 36 is 6. So the tens digit will be 6, and you want to find out whether it will be 3, the unit digit will be 3 or 7. So what you need to do, find 6 into 7, 6 into 7 is 42, 39 is lesser than 42, so this will be 3, so the answer is 63. Now you will be amazed when you see me solving this. But the real reason lies, jab tak ke, till the time you do not solve it yourself, at least 10, 15, 20, 30 times, you will not remember, you will not get used to this trick. Otherwise, this will be like a magic trick that we are showing you, and then you will say, "Arey yaar, maza to bahut aaya, but samjha kuch nahi." And that is what happens in most of the classes. Okay, so people, they say, yeah. So one of the people does it, but until everyone. So till the time it doesn't help you out, it will not be useful for you. So when we do a longer term class, we typically give people worksheets wherein you practice, and we ensure that you become good at this thing. Anyway, I don't want to sell a lot. Let's go to the next one. Let's take a look at cube root hack estimation. Now if you want to look at cube root, what do you do? So you remember what we do for a square root. We make it into chunks of 3. But now cube root is very simple. What happens? A cube root, when you multiply any number, let's take a look at 4 plus 4 plus 4. So the last digit is going to be 4. So for every one of these digits, we have found out what will be the units digit of its cube. So for 1, the units digit will be 1. For 2, units digit will be 8. For 3, units digit will be 7. For 4, it will be 4. 5, it will be 5. 6 will be 6. 7 is going to be 3. 8 is going to be 2. 9 is going to be 9. And 10 is going to be 0. So let me take you an example. If you multiply 8 into 8 into 8, this will be 64 into 8. So 8 fours are 32. So the last digit is going to be 2. So that is what it means. 8, last digit is going to be 2. If you want to square a cube of 9, 9 into 9, 81. And then you have to multiply again by 9. So 9 ones are 9. So last digit is going to be 9. Okay, so that is how you read this table. That is how you read this table. Guys, excuse me for going a little bit fast. I'm actually going at double the speed perhaps that we would go otherwise, but we have to cover a lot of things. That's why. So you can, again, we will share the recording with you so that you can again solve these kinds of questions on your own. So when you want to find a cube root of something, if you know a perfect cube, all you need to do is just focus on the last digit, so you will find out the units digit of the cube. Now what you will need to do is you will need to break the cube into chunks of 3. So if you can one of you give me a perfect cube? I don't want to bring my own cube. Send a cube in chat and Gayatri will help me out. So has anyone sent any cubes in the chat?
Not yet.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, no, that's very easy. Someone sent 1331, 225. Now these are the ones
1331. Okay, 1331 I will tell you. Okay, so what you do, 1331, 1. So last digit is going to be 1. Now you break it into chunks of 3. So 1 and 3. Now this one, what is the closest cube to 1? That is 1 itself. So this is 1331. Okay, so that is very easy. That doesn't make any sense.
It's a good one. 68921.
6, 8, 9, 2, 1. So what you need to do, break it down into chunks of 3, 9 to 1. So last digit is 1, so you know units digit is going to be 1. Or the answer units digit is going to be 1. Now look at 68. Which is the closest cube to 68? I think it is 64. Okay? So that is why this is 41. So this cube root of 68921 is 41. I request you to send us cube roots for two, three perfect cubes, and I will solve it in 5 seconds.
So there's one 17576.
17576. Okay, so again, take a look. Break it 3 and 1. 6 means last digit is going to be 6, so I write 6. What is the closest cube to 17? It is 8. So the answer is 26. Okay, another one.
Okay, then let's take 35937.
35937. Guys, I'm assuming that these are perfect cubes, because otherwise if these are not perfect cubes, your answer are going to be wrong. So 35937. 7 means this is 3. So the units digit is going to be 3 of this cube root. And which is the closest cube to this? 27. 3 into 3. So this is 33. Let me check if 33 into 33. So 33 square, I will do it. 25 minus 17 is 8. And 17 square is 289. So this 2 gets added to this. So 1089. And I need to multiply it by 33. So 3 9s are 27, carry 2, 3 8s are 24 plus 2, 26, carry 2, 3 0 0, 3 1s are 1, I'll just do a cross, 7, 6, 2, 3. I don't calculate the same thing again and I just add it. So this gives me 7, 3, 9, no carry there, 5 3. So 35937, that is correct. Okay, so I could do that calculation myself and show it to you.
Okay, let's do one more, the
Last one, okay.
It's a big one. 1860867.
Very nice. I like these kinds of things. So 7, last digit is going to be 3. Now find out 1860. Now I will do again 1860. I will break it into this. So 0 is 0, 1 is 1, this is 1. So this is not a perfect cube. Or what happens in this case then? 1860, is it a perfect cube? Are you sure 1860 is a perfect cube? I don't think so, because 10 cube is 1000, 20 cube is 8000, 30, 11 cube is 1331. So 12 cube is 1728. So 1860 is not a perfect. So 12 cube. Yeah, so 1728 is 12 cube. Okay, so we need 12 cube. So 123 is the answer. Okay, that is right. Okay, so that is how we do it. Okay, so let me clear all my drawings and go to the next one. I think this cube root estimation has been useful for everyone. Again, you need to practice. Now I'm going to tell you probability analysis, elimination based on match, and then I will hand it over to Gayatri for quick last things. So divisibility test based elimination. Now 45 girls from Maharashtra, 60 from Karnataka, 30 from Chandigarh, sorry, not Chandigarh, have to stand in row for a drill. The girls have to stand in such a way that each row has equal number of girls. So you have to have 135 girls stand in rows such that every row has equal numbers. So you have to divide 135 into equal parts. Now when I look at this, I don't need to calculate. I just see 12, 135 by 12 will give me some remainder. 18 by 135 give me some remainder. 20 by 135 gives me some remainder. Answer is 15. I don't need to calculate at all. Just look at what is the divisibility test for, what are the factors of 135. 135 is going to be either divisible by 5 or 3. So 27 into 5 is 135. So 9, anything. But so till the time there is no 9, no 5 in this, I don't need to calculate. Now there are other properties that can be used. So if you know odd into odd is odd, odd into even is even, even into even is even always. So you can use some of these things in trying to solve the answers. Unfortunately, we don't have the time for doing this right now. So we will just stop at this, but I just wanted to show you. Okay, so
just this question
one more time. Okay. Now 45 girls from Maharashtra, 60 from Karnataka and 30 from Chhattisgarh have to be arranged in some kind of a row column formation. So you have to have, okay. So this is how you will arrange them in some rows and columns. So what will happen? You have to have equal number of girls in every row. So what, such that every row has equal number. So if I make rows of 27, I will have 5 rows. Everyone has 27 girls in each of them. So 5 into 27. Now if I have 12 girls in each, I will need 11 rows which will have 12 girls each, and then I will have 3 girls extra. If I use 15, I will use 9 rows, and so that is 9 rows. That is the answer. So that is why if you do 18, again there will be some girls remaining. If you do 20, 15 girls will remain without a row. So that is where if you have to arrange girls in equal number of rows and columns, then it will be, you have to find the factors of this 135. And that is something which comes to you from a, this is not a speed maths problem, this is a maths problem. We are trying to help you to solve answers fast. So we assume that you know the mathematics behind this a little bit. If you don't, that's how I've shown right now. So 135, the square is going to, the factor, only number that divides 135 completely is 15. So the answer is 15. So you don't need to really solve. You just look at this and solve it in 5 seconds. If you know your divisibility tests well. If you don't know your divisibility tests well, learn, join our workshop if you want. We will be happy to teach you. Okay, let's go to the next one quickly. Using logic rather than mathematics, and this is for Gayatri. So Gayatri, can you just sure. So Gayatri's voice will still come from my laptop, but you can see her, and
Yeah. Okay. So between the two of us, Karthik is the faster one, but I would like to believe I'm better at logic. So I try to come up with hacks where I don't need to calculate. So there are some questions where you can possibly do that. Now here's one question. So what this question is saying, you would often find these questions on simple interest, compound interest. So now this one says a sum of money amounts to 1200 in 4 years and 9400 in 3 years. Okay. Now the conventional method, okay, the way you would have probably learned it in school, you would have to do it that you know that formula, amount is equal to principal into the term and rate and all those things, right? We don't need to worry about that. Now all I know is at the end of 3 years I had is the annotation on?
I think just give me
just 1 second. Sorry.
Yeah, so let me answer.
Annotation,
yeah.
Okay. So at the end of 3 years, I have 9400 with me. I don't know why this is going so far off. Okay. And in the next 1 year, it has gone to 12,000. Okay. So I really don't need to worry what had happened 3 years back and 4 years back. In this 1 year, what has changed is my amount has grown by 2,600 rupees. Okay. So this is just simple subtraction that we have done. So 2600 is what I am going to worry about. And now this increase of 2600 happened for a base of 9400 rupees. Okay. You had 9400 rupees at the end of 3 years. And in the next 1 year, the interest that you got on that was 2600. Okay. So I just calculate the ratio. This is 26 by 94. I'm not even bothering about, getting it into the simplest form of ratio. Okay. 26 by 94. This is definitely more than 26 by 100. Okay. So you will say ki 100 to bada hai 94 say, how is it that this is the problem here is it's in the denominator. Okay. So when your denominator is smaller, your effective fraction becomes bigger. Okay, so all I know is 26 by 94 is bigger than 26 by 100 and therefore it's more than 26%. Now just look at the options. There's only one option which is more than 26%. Okay, so what we have done is we have not really bothered about the compound interest, simple interest kind of things. We've just focused on the ratio. Okay, so that's how I arrived that, option A, B and D are all more than 26%. So my answer is C. Okay. So let's go to the next one. I will quickly remove the annotation. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now here comes a question, very classic competitive exam question, speed, time, distance. Okay. Now this train is traveling at 90 kilometers per hour and it takes 3 hours, 20 minutes to cover a certain distance. So what would you do normally? You know the speed, you know the time, you will calculate, you know the speed, you know the time, you will calculate the distance. You don't need to do that. Okay, you have also learned one funda of proportion. Okay, direct proportion, inverse proportion. Okay, now in this case our distance is constant. So अगर आपकी speed बढ़ी तो time कम होगा. Okay, speed and time are inversely proportional. Speed increases, time decreases. Speed decreases, time increases. So what we are going to do is we will not worry about the distance at all. All I know is 90 into,
This.
sorry, my annotation went off again. Yeah. So all I'm going to worry about is 90 into, now 3 hours 20 minutes. Now you need, these are the kind of calculations you need to be very quick with. Okay, I know 3 hours is 180 minutes. So 180 minutes plus 20 minutes, 200 minutes. So 90 into 200 is equal to 100 into what? I know it because there's 100 and 200. So what I know is the other number 90, which is paired with 200. If I want to pair it with 100, I have to double it. Okay, because 100 200, there's a half or double kind of relation. So inverse relation has to exist between the other two numbers. So we have 90 on one side, the other side it has to be 90's double, which is 180. So 180 means 3 hours. So how much time am I taking in this case? Earlier I was taking 3 hours 20 minutes, now I am taking 3 hours. So I am taking 20 minutes lesser. So what have we done is, again, I just do a quick recap. We have not worried about the speed time distance formulae. We have just used our logic to know that distance is constant. So therefore speed and time are inversely proportional. Okay. So this just helps you save like 2 calculations. And that can mean a lot of difference in your ranking. Okay. We'll quickly move to the next thing, which is quick conversion of percentages and fractions. Now this is something which would often come in handy. Okay, so if someone tells you that, I scored 65% in my exam and it was out of 200 marks. Now, you don't really need to calculate. Okay, you will not be doing 65 upon 100 into 200. Okay, you can instantaneously get your answer to 130. How do you do that? Now, this is one table you'll have to kind of memorize. Okay, and when I say memorize, it's not memorize in the sense that you will keep learning like 5% is 1 by 20, 10% is 1 by 10, 15% is 3 by 20. No, that's not the way. This happens by practice. Okay, so once you have been very familiar with all these calculations, it comes to you very naturally. Okay, so what you would typically need to remember when it comes to conversion from fractions to percentages is just remember all the percentages: 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. Okay, those are not in this slide, but that's also something you should remember. And all the 5% changes. Okay, so what is 15%, what is 20%, what is 25 in equivalent fractions. Okay, so let's have a quick examples on fractions as well. Now 75%. The moment you see 75%, you should visualize 3 by 4 in your mind. Okay, so you have a certain number, break it into 4 chunks. Okay, so in this case, my number is 1200. I am going to break it into 4 chunks. So 1200 divided by 4 is 300 and 300 into 3. Okay, so that's how I am doing 75% calculation quickly. I know 75% is 3 by 4. So I will do 1200 by 4. Now honestly, when I am speaking this, I am taking at least 10 times as much time to explain it than what it really takes to do the calculation. So you might feel that, this is not really a very effective method, but once you start doing it more and more, it will come very quickly. Okay. Let's take another example, 80% of 7500. Now 80% I know is 4 by 5 of something. Okay. So I will do 7500 by 5. 7500 by 5 is 1500. Then I had that 4 in the numerator. So I'll just do 4 into 1500. My answer is 6000. Simple. Okay. Let's have one more. Now this time, what we will do is, I know 33.3% is 1 by 3 of something. So all I'm going to do is 123 divided by 3. That's it. You don't have to do 33.3 into 123 divided by 100. Convert it to the equivalent fraction and get your answer quickly. Now this also can work where you have fractions, where you have percentages more than 100. 125% is going to be 5 by 4. Okay, so if this is a little tricky to understand, what you can do is just ignore that 100% out of it. What is additional is 25%, and 25% is 1 by 4. Okay, so one full 100% and plus 25%, which is 1 by 4. So that's how you arrive at 5 by 4. So again, divide your 4800 into 4 chunks. You will get 1200 into 5, 6000. And the last one we'll do quickly, 112.5% of 6400. Now I know 12.5% is 1 by 8. So this will be 9 by 8. Okay. So 6400 by 8 is 800. 800 into 9, 7200. Okay. So that's how we just do this very quickly. Okay. Alright, so maybe I'll just hand it over again to Karthik to just summarize what we did in this quick workshop.
So we are quickly coming at the end of this workshop. So this is what you need to do well in competitive exams. First is memorize all tables from 1 to 30. If you are having problems with this, we can help. You can do it. You write the tables. So pick for this week 1 to 10. Write it once in the morning, once in the afternoon, once in the evening. It does not take more than 5 to 7 minutes for you. Think of it as playing a game. Then remember all squares from 1 to 30. All cubes from 1 to 15. Just write them once. You know, it's like you exercise, you go to the gym, do it. You should be able to calculate 2-digit addition, subtraction mentally in less than 5 seconds. Now, this can't be done without a lot of help, but if you can do it, do well. That is really important. That will help you factorize numbers fast. The moment I look at, let's say 124, I look at it as 62 into 2 or 31 into 4. The moment you give us any number, we will tell, you know, I break it down. So you tell me 72, I see 18 fours are, or 12 six are. So that is, and that helps you if you memorize the tables well. So you can do a reverse table challenge. That is something we do. So I give you a number and you have to tell me what is the factors for that. So if you give me 144, my answer is going to be 24 6 are or 18 8 are. So that is how thorough you have to be. If you are not, someone else will be. There are so many people. Practice, practice, practice. And if you want, you can join our speed maths workshop. I'll just show you some testimonials.
Hello, my name is Arnav Sakri and I am from Hyderabad. I have recently attended the Logicology Speed Maths workshop. I went for a week and was astounded by the results. Before, I would spend a lot of time multiplying numbers, calculating squares and square roots of numbers. But after the Logicology Speed Maths workshop, I could easily calculate things that were difficult for me. I sincerely thank Logicology for teaching me speed maths, due to which my maths calculation speed has increased. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Anaya and I attended a few of the Logicology Speed Math workshops over the summer break this year. I wanted to let you guys know it was a lot of fun. I remember they taught us how to calculate squares from 1 to 100 very quickly, and it's helped me a lot in my mathematics in school and in general. It was very interesting and I would totally recommend you guys to do it too. Thank you.
Okay, so these are school kids perhaps, but you know, unfortunately, their parents realize, but if you did not realize so far, please feel free to join. Our workshop begins on 22nd of September, fully online, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, 15 sessions covering 15 important speed maths topics. You got a trailer today itself. We will have 3 doubt clearing sessions, not one-on-one. It will be group and we will be able to help you out. We unfortunately can't help one-on-one right now because we have very little time for helping people out. We have other commitments. We'll give you practice worksheets. Your practice worksheet will get in your WhatsApp group on Monday. Those of you who could not remain in the WhatsApp group for whatever reasons, lose out, I'm sorry, but that's how it works. And you'll also get exclusive access to our Speed Maths app, wherein you can do all these practices fast, which will help you improve. And you'll also get 5 take-home tests. These are the session details. This will all be available on our website. We will share it with you. So yeah, we've also shared the link in the Zoom chat. You look, now it comes to the workshop pricing. Now I want you to just think about this thing. How much is the worth of your 1 year? What is the cost of not making it into through a competitive exam this year and preparing again? Think about it. Okay, and that is the message that all the other colleges and all the other institutes tell you, and they charge you 50,000, 20,000, 25,000, 15,000, but not us. Okay, so we don't exploit. The fees for our offline mode is 10,000 rupees, but we are not doing it offline. We are not paying any rent. So that's why we like to pass it on to our students. So the fee is only 5,000 rupees for 15 session workshops for online only. But because this is an introductory offer, we will be giving a 50% discount to any one of you. And if you think that is still a lot more, maybe we have something better for you, but it is only a limited period offer for first 30 people, flat 14.99. Okay, act now. We don't want to oversell something, we don't want to force you. It is your life, your competitive exams. You have to make the choice whether this 1500 rupees is more expensive, more important for you, or the chance to do well in competitive exams. We don't like to emotionally blackmail people. We believe in fair choice, free choice. Unfortunately, we don't believe in freebies. So some of you might say, "Arey, why don't you do it for free?" But we have our own house to run, and we have to pay the Zoom bills and all these kinds of things. And that's why the first 30 of you will get at 14.99. And trust us, this is not a gimmick. After the first 30, the price will change for sure. We don't want to say that. So this offer is on till the end of this weekend. You can go. Once the first 30 registrations are done, the price will change. It will not go beyond 2,500 for sure. But if you want to do, that's what you can do. And we will not contact any one of you on WhatsApp or anything. We will share all the details in the WhatsApp group where we can communicate with you. Please, the sincere request, please do not call us up to discuss anything. We might be in some other workshop or working, so we enjoy communicating with WhatsApp. We like to engage with you, we like to communicate, but WhatsApp is much better. So if this was good, we will send you a survey link which will tell us the feedback of this workshop. We did not want to waste your time as well as ours. Calculating fast is all we have done throughout our lives, and we want to help as many people as possible, and that's why we did this workshop. If you know someone who would benefit from this, feel free to pass on the link of this workshop to them. The recording of this session will be available after 20th of September on our YouTube channel, which we have not set up so far. Okay, so we are just starting out, and that's why this introductory offer and everything is they are about online. We have been doing this speed maths teaching for a lot of time. We are experts at this, but because this online, so we will have our YouTube channel soon. If you have any questions, queries, please feel free to send them in the chat. We will answer some of them right now.
I think we'll not be able to unmute because otherwise
Yeah.
there will be a lot of chaos.
There
So
is
just
chaos.
send your,
Send your
queries on
chat.
chat and we'll be happy to answer.
One thing, काफी लोगों ने मुझे बोला है कि हमें अंग्रेजी से थोड़ी दिक्कत है. अगले सैटरडे या संडे एक दिन हम केवल हिंदी में ये सेशन करेंगे, ठीक है, जिसमें मैं मुझे हिंदी से कोई दिक्कत कठिनाई नहीं है. मैं हिंदी में एकदम पारंगत हूं. अगर आपको वो शब्द पता चलता है तो मैं हिंदी में आपसे सब समझा सकता हूं, लेकिन गणित की कोई भी संज्ञा मैं हिंदी में नहीं बता पाऊंगा. स्क्वायर को मैं वर्गफल, घनफल, क्षेत्रफल ये सब मैं नहीं बता पाऊंगा. हम एरिया, स्क्वायर, बट पूरा आपसे जो वार्तालाप डिस्कशन होगा वो हिंदी में होगा. लेकिन मेरा आप सबसे अनुरोध है, आप अपनी अंग्रेजी का स्किल थोड़ा बढ़ाइए, क्योंकि अंग्रेजी की जरूरत पड़ती है हर जगह पे. लेकिन अंग्रेजी नहीं आना ये आपके लिए बैरियर नहीं होना चाहिए. आप में से जिनको हिंदी नहीं आता वो भी हिंदी सीखने का कोशिश जरूर कीजिए. इंडिया में हिंदी से बहुत फायदा होता है. सो टू आंसर सम क्वेश्चंस के हाँ प्योरली हिंदी वर्कशॉप हो सकता है. कैन यू प्लीज एक्सप्लेन क्यूब रूट ट्रिक्स वंस अगेन प्लीज? सॉरी, our sincere apologies. You can take a look at the recordings, or or you can think about joining the workshop.
What are the topics covered? So just
Topics covered in workshop, again I will just share. These are the topics. Fast addition, 2-digit numbers. You can give us any of these and we'll tell you. So 17 plus 36 is 53. We do it many a times. If you want me to do a magic show kind of thing, send me some things and we will clearly do. Channel name, it's going to be Logicology, but it is not there right now. It will happen after this weekend, next weekend. Okay, beach mein
line. So how do you make the chunks? But
क्यूब रूट, सो क्यूब रूट में 3 नंबर्स का चंक बनाना है आपको. अगर आपके पास नंबर है लेट्स से 1728, तो 7 to 8 को अलग करना है और 1 को अलग करना है. तो 1 यानी 1 है, 7 to 8 यानी 2 है, सो 12 आंसर है. दैट इज हाउ यू डू इट. ओके, Any other questions there for us? Please share the WhatsApp group link. I don't have the link. How did you get here then? Unfortunately, we can't share the WhatsApp. We'll see how we can. Send us a WhatsApp on this number 844-698-0747. We are typing the number in the chat, or do it. Okay. But sincere request to us, we, you know, the same workshop will happen tomorrow. Perhaps we will reduce some of the chunks because we went overtime. We don't like doing that. So maybe we will reduce a couple of examples. The same thing will happen tomorrow. If you want to join, but that will be a waste of your time. Okay, we are going to talk more or less the same thing. And again, we will have some workshops on next Saturday and Sunday, 22nd September. We are beginning. If you want to make a genuine impact in your life, in your competitive exams, see, faster calculation overlasts your competitive exams. You know, if someone, I go to a kirana shop and he gives me a list and I do it myself and he says, wow, this guy is so sharp. Honestly, it's not. I just did good enough practice. Okay, so that is something. If you have any other questions, feel free to send here. Otherwise, thank you so much for your time. Gayatri will share the link to the feedback. I'll stop sharing here. You will just see me now. I'm like not too attractive looking, so it's better that you look at the WhatsApp chat and get all your questions answered. I will even stop the video.
Okay. So now there are these queries that, you know, what do we do when it's not a perfect square? So then there are, you know, some estimation.
So that's why it is
techniques,
hacked.
yeah, it's a big, you know, topic. Okay, we can't really cover 5-6 different kinds of tricks in just 1 hour. Okay, so this is just the tip of the iceberg that we have done right now. So there are other ways to, you know, estimate certain square roots, cube roots. So, you know, we'll talk about those later. Okay, I'm sharing the link for the WhatsApp group and I'll also share the feedback. Just give me one moment. Just give me the feedback.
I will type it in Zoom.
Yeah, you can type it in Zoom. You send it to me, I'll send it to all.
Google Docs. Okay, your feedback will help us do better in our upcoming webinars. But you know, there's only a decent amount of things. There's only so much we can do in 1 hour session. We hope it was not a pure waste of your time. We hope it was.
And I'm also sharing the link for the workshop details one more time. So I believe there are some more queries on the content of the workshop. I'll just share that again.
Yeah, can your friends join? Yes, they can. You can send the link for the WhatsApp group and they can join the WhatsApp group, or they can go share this link with your friends if you like it. Very nice. If you did not find something good, do let us know on Google Docs and we will see what best we can do. Please do very well in your competitive exams. Just yesterday, the IIT JEE results came out and I was amazed to see people do not understand what is percentile. Some people said I got more marks than the earlier time and my percentile is lower. So people, percentile is a function of the number of people below you. So if only 3 people write some test and I come first, my percentile will be 66 percentile. Okay, but if 110,000 people write and I come like 1,000, my percentile will still be 99 plus. So percentile is a relative measure, and that I think is a sad thing that, you know, people spend like hundreds of thousands of rupees in tuitions and all these kinds of things, and they don't understand these basics. So please don't let yourself be one of those people. It is absolutely fine if you do not join our workshop, but wherever you are spending money, please spend it wisely. Ensure that you make the most out of your time and monetary investment. We wish you all the very best. Do well in your competitive exams. If you have any questions, queries, you have the WhatsApp group for a while. After that, our best wishes will be with you. Thank you.
There is just a couple of more questions that I'll quickly answer. So guys, no certificate for this workshop.
Yeah, so honestly, who are we cheating? You know, what did you learn today in 1 hour? I mean, what is it that you learned here today that is going to last you for long? There will be certificate for completing the 15 session workshop.
But your actual certificate is your
faster calculation. You know, so Sachin Tendulkar does not need a certificate in batting, nor does Virat Kohli. Their stats speak for themselves. So guys, please, sincere request, हाथ जोड़ के आप सबको प्रार्थना, अपने आप को और अपने पेरेंट्स को और अपने एजुकेशन सिस्टम को उल्लू बनाना छोड़िए. 1 घंटे के वर्कशॉप से आपको जो कोई भी सर्टिफिकेट दे रहा है वो आपको मिसगाइड कर रहा है। 1 घंटे में अगर आप कुछ अच्छा कर सकते हैं तो कोई भी अच्छा कर सकता है। ओके, सो दैट सर्टिफिकेट इज जस्ट अ पीस ऑफ पेपर एंड ई सर्टिफिकेट इज नॉट इवन दैट. So please do not fool yourselves. Please do not fool yourself, for God's sake.
Okay, and one very common question: what are the timings? So
Okay, so the timings are going to be in the afternoon. We might have to have multiple batches. So one batch will be between 3 to 4, and the other timings is for 7 to 8 for working professionals. Okay, so 3 to 4 and 7 to 8, but both the batches have to work out. It has to be in our schedule. We are not in this only to make money. Otherwise, we could have charged 5,000 rupees, because there are people who are willing to pay that kind of money as well. So we are there for impact. If our workshop is not useful, we would not do. We have better things to do. Okay, so by God's grace, both of us have good credentials. We will get cushy jobs in the corporate sector. We've left those jobs and we want to make an impact. That's why we are doing it. So yeah, so 3 to 4, 7 to 8. Take your pick. Maybe we will send a. If you are really keen, if you are sold on to the workshop, just let us know through WhatsApp and we will tell you the further details. We don't want to share details with others who are not interested, because I'll tell you another reason. There are a lot of other classes who are abacus classes, who are other speed match classes. They have joined this workshop so that they can learn something from here and teach somewhere. Now it is good, because you want to learn and we want to spread. This is not my or Gayatri's trademark. This is mathematics, but we want to play by the rules. We don't want to learn from someone and be a trader, get some. We don't want to be the middleman. So that is why we are very careful about sharing all the other details. So people who are willing to join the workshop, who are serious about improving themselves, we are there to help you out. Unfortunately, we are not so good to help our competition. Okay, so but we wish you the best. Please do well. If it is of help to you, we are happy to help you out. Okay, any other questions? Thank you so much. Chalo, bye. See you.
okay.
Please share the feedback if you found this workshop useful, or if you want to share something interesting, please do. I think there are still so many people here.
Yeah.
Either we are very interesting, or you guys have nothing better to do. Whatever the case it is, please focus all this time on improving your calculation speeds. We are available. If you like us so much, please do join. And thank you so much. Chalo, bye guys. Bye. 30 of you are there already, even now. So
Okay, wow, someone has shared the feedback as well. Thank you so much.
thank you so much for feedback. We sincerely thank you for your time. Time is money. So thank you. Thanks, Jonathan. Okay, some of you might say, okay, why am I looking there? So there are 2 screens in front of me. So one screen is where this camera is, so I'm looking at this. But the other screen is up there, so I have to look there and see. So, I'm not squint. Okay, so that is one of the things that we have. Okay, chalo, thank you so much. I hope you had time. Please do well. Please do really well in exams. Take it very seriously. The competition is so much that, if there are 1,000 people, even if you do really well, you might be out of the top 100. And there might be 100 seats only. Okay, so we don't want you to.
Someone has again asked for the syllabus, so I'm just ending the workshop.
Details. Yeah, workshop details are there. Take a look at this thing, and okay, thank you. Yeah, if you are joining, good, very nice. Yeah, so one of the, yes.
Great.
I really don't know how many of the 30 seats are taken already, but I think 30 is a big enough number, so I think it's still open. We've not taken a look at it. Don't worry. Yeah, so we might open up another couple of batches, but yeah, we don't have more than capacity for more than 100 people as of now. Maybe you might have to wait for another month. Okay, yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye.